Hello students. In today's video, we are going to start chapter number 4, Key Elements of a Democratic Government. In the previous chapter, we studied what a democratic government is. We also talked about democracy. Basically, democracy is a government by the people. It is a rule by the majority. It is a kind of government in which the power, the supreme power, is in the hands of the people. So, in this chapter, we will read about some of the key elements that influence the working of a democratic government. These include people's participation, resolution of conflict, and equality and justice. We are going to start this chapter by talking about the country South Africa. South Africa is a country that has people of several races. There are black people who belong to South Africa, whites or white people who came to settle here, and Indians who came to South Africa as laborers and traders. This chapter starts with the story of Maya Naidu, an 11-year-old South African girl living in the town of Johannesburg. While helping her mother one day, she finds old pictures and articles. When she asks her mother who they were or what these articles were about, her mother told Maya that the boy in the pictures was a boy called Hector Peterson. Hector Peterson was a 13-year-old schoolboy who was shot by the police while he was protesting against the rules made by the government. Maya's mother explained to her that South Africa was earlier governed by apartheid laws. Apartheid means separation on the basis of race or division on the basis of race. South African people were divided into white, black, Indian, and colored races. According to the law, these races were not allowed to mingle or get together with each other, to live near each other, or even to use common facilities. Means, in every possible way, these people were separated from each other. This separation included separate hospitals, separate schools, separate ambulances, separate buses, separate places, even a beach or seashore was divided into separate places for whites and blacks. In these pictures, you can see how certain places are marked as only white area, bus stop for non-whites, whites only, non-white shop. So basically, this shows how segregation or division was very prominent in South Africa in the apartheid era. In Africa at that time, people who were non-whites, they were not allowed to vote. The best land in the country was reserved for only white people, and nine non-whites, including blacks, Indians, others, had to live in very bad conditions. Thus, blacks and colored people were not considered to be equal to the white people. One particular incident which took place in Soweto marked a change in the history of the protest of blacks in South Africa. It was a black township known as Soweto. Hector Peterson lived in this place. He and his classmates joined the protest against the Afrikaans language in school. This was the language that the white people spoke. Basically, government was forcing black people to learn this language. Hector and other school students were being forced to learn this language, and they wanted to learn their own language, which was Zulu. The South African police beat up the protesters mercilessly and shot at the crowd. One of their bullets killed Hector. This incident happened on June 16, 1976. June 16, 1976 is marked as the day of Soweto uprising. This was the day when Hector Peterson was shot. In this picture, you can see a man carrying the small boy. The small boy who was shot was was Hector Peterson, and this was Hector Peterson's sister. These were the newspaper articles published about that day. People wanted to protest for their rights, but police mercilessly killed those people. The African National Congress, a group of people who led the struggle against apartheid, and their most well known leader, Nelson Mandela, fought the apartheid system for many several years. Finally, in 1994, Nelson Mandela and people of South Africa succeeded, and finally, South Africa became a democratic country in which people of all the races were considered equal. Nelson Mandela became the first president of South Africa. This incident, which happened in South Africa, shows us how important it is for all the people to have equal share of participation in a democracy. Now let us try to understand what a democratic government means to all of us. The first important key element of democratic government is participation of people. Participation of people basically in democracy happens with the help of regular elections. Through voting in elections, people elect leaders to represent them. These representatives take decisions on the behalf of the people. People's interests and voices are kept in mind by these leaders or representatives which are elected by the people. All governments are elected for fixed period of time, that is for 4 years, 5 years, depending on the country. In India, this period is for 5 years. Once elected, governments can stay in power only for that period of time. If they want to continue to be in power, then they have to be re-elected by the people. This is the moment when people can sense their power in the democracy. It is the way the power of the government gets limited by regular elections. It is basically because of the elections that people actually experience power in the democracy. Hence, the direct participation of people in a democracy is through elections. And it is very important as democracy is a government for the people, by the people, and of the people.